Good morning everyone. Welcome to Science Arena. I am Monica. Solve with me का ड्रिल तो हमें पता ही है. सो करना क्या है, हमें एक साथ न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करने हैं. टुडेज टॉपिक ऑफ discussion is electricity. So the part 1 of electricity is going to be short and sweet. So remember to pause the video as you solve these questions with me. So let us begin with our first question for today. So the question is very basic here. Calculate the potential difference between two terminals of a battery if 100 joule of work is required to transfer 20 coulomb of charge from one terminal of the battery to the other. So what is the relationship, mathematical relationship which we are going to use? So it is V, which is the potential difference, work done which would be in joules, and of course we have the charge. So क्या relationship है जो इन तीनों को combine कर रहा है? So if you remember it, V is equal to work done per unit charge, right? अब सब चीज़ों की वैल्यू डली हुई है, जो निकालना है वो है potential difference V. So what is W here? The work done, which is 100 joule of energy divided by the charge. The charge is 20 coulomb. So 25 मेरा यूनिट क्या होने वाला है? 5 volts. So this was pretty simple and a very straightforward question. So आगे बढ़ते हैं हम. Now let us check this question out here. A current of 2 ampere. So what is my current going to be? 2 ampere. Passes through a circuit for 1 minute. So my time is 1 minute. Remember to convert your units correctly. Alright. So if the potential difference between the terminal of the circuit is 3 volts, what is the work done in transferring the charge? So here we have a relationship wherein we have to find out the work done. So work done, if you remember, V is equal to work done by charge is what is relating V, W and the charge which we are talking about here. But charge तो हमें दिया नहीं है. So what we will need to do is we will have to calculate the charge. अब ये चार्ज मिलेगा कैसे? क्योंकि वर्क डन भी हमें पता नहीं है, चार्ज भी हमें पता नहीं है, तो चार्ज कैसे मिलेगा? सो हियर इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प अस फाइंड आवर चार्ज. सो करंट हमें दिखाएगा कि चार्ज कितना फ्लो हो रहा है. सो व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन फॉर करंट? करंट इज चार्ज फ्लोइंग पर यूनिट टाइम. सो करंट हमें पता है, टाइम हमें पता है, तो क्या पता चल जाएगा हमें? I इंटू टी से मिल जाएगी हमें Q की वैल्यू. वेल अब हमें Q की वैल्यू मिल गई है, तो करना क्या है? बस सब्सटीट्यूट करके सॉल्व करना है. सो लेट अस सॉल्व दिस थ्रू. I इज 2 एम्पियर, टाइम इज 1 मिनट. नाउ माई टाइम की ऐसा यूनिट सेकेंड्स होती है. सो 1 मिनट इज 60 seconds. रिमेंबर टू डू दैट. सो आई हैव 120 कूलम ऑफ चार्ज. वर्क डन स्टिल हमें पता नहीं है, बट व्हाट डू वी नो? वी नो 3 एज आर वोल्टेज एंड W has to be found out. Charge is 120. So what is my work done going to be? So work done is 12 3s are 36. 360 joule of work has been done in order to carry that charge across the circuit. So let us begin our next question here. Find the number of electrons that will flow per second. N निकालना है हमें. टाइम दिया हुआ है 1 second and to constitute a current of 1 ampere. So I is 1 ampere. 1 electron charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. We know that electron charge is always negative, right? That goes without saying. Anyways, so what do we need here? N चाहिए हमें. Now N और E के बीच का रिलेशनशिप इज कोरिलेटेड टू चार्ज. सो चार्ज इज N इंटू E. अब मुझे ना तो N पता है ना तो चार्ज पता है, तो चार्ज निकाल लेते हैं. सो कैसे निकालेंगे? इसके जस्ट पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में चार्ज को हमने करंट से रिलेट किया था, करंट एंड टाइम ऑफ कोर्स. सो आई कैन फाइंड आउट माई चार्ज. करंट इज चार्ज फ्लोइंग पर यूनिट टाइम. सो करंट 1 एम्पियर है, चार्ज पता करना है, टाइम 1 सेकेंड है, तो ये तो बड़ा सिंपल हो गया. सो 1 कूलम ऑफ चार्ज इज व्हाट वी हैव. सो नाउ आई कैन वेरी इजीली फाइंड आउट मेरा n का वैल्यू क्या आएगा. सो हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन? सो if I just substitute the values here in this equation, So what do I get? Okay, so I am using this equation. So charge है 1 कूलम, n निकालना है, नंबर the electron charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So my n will be what? 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. I see that most of the kids get stuck here in calculation part of the question. So how do we do this? चलो इसको थोड़ा ease down कर लेते हैं. All right. So let me use this space. All right. So what do we have? इसे हम exponent को positive करते हैं पहले. तो let us take it to the numerator. It becomes a positive value. अब क्या करते हैं, दोनों न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर को 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं. सो व्हाट डू वी गेट? 10 टू द पावर 20 बाई 16, राइट. अब ये एक्सपोनेंट को डिवाइड करना 16 से थोड़ा सा क्लमजी लगता है. सो व्हाट डू वी डू? 100 इंटू ये 10 टू द पावर 20 जो है इसे हम थोड़ा ब्रेक डाउन कर देते हैं इंटू 10 टू द पावर 18 इंटू 100 divided by 16. Up 100 का division with 16 is simpler. So 4 4s are 16, 25s are. So what do we get here? 25 by 4 is 4, 6 are 24. 1 by 4 is 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18. All right. So what do I get here as my charge? So number of electrons, number of electrons 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. So it was more about the calculation than about anything else, right? So आगे बढ़ते हैं question 4 की तरफ. This question is going to be slightly different from what we have just done. So a wire of length L and resistance R is stretched so that the length is doubled and the area of cross section is halved. How will the resistance change and the resistivity change? So we are talking about the relationship of resistance with resistivity, the length of the wire and the area of cross section of the wire. So वो कौन सा mathematical relationship था जो इस सब इन सारे variables को अपने में contain कर रहा था. So R is equal to rho L by A, where R is the resistance, rho is the specific resistance or the resistivity, L is the length and A is the area of cross section of the conductor. Right? I hope you remember this. और अगर भूल गए हैं तो करना क्या है, हमें पीछे जाना है, रिवाइज करना है एंड वापस आना है. राइट. सो अब इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं. नाउ एक यहाँ बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ समझने वाली बात ये है कि whenever you are stretching a wire to make it double of its length, so imagine a rubber band being stretched to double its length. So होता क्या है, when you are stretching the rubber band becomes thinner. So area of cross section decreases on increasing the length, right? Unless and until you have been told that the area of cross section does not change, all right, remains constant. So we have to understand the fact that when the length is doubled, the area of cross section is halved. When the length is tripled, the area of cross section becomes 1/3. If the length is basically folded, so अगर हमने कहा that the length is halved, then the area of cross section becomes double. So imagine the rubber band piece being folded one on the other. So naturally the thickness is going to be increasing. So that's the relationship between length and area of cross section. So let us put that concept into perspective now. So करना क्या है, लेंथ दी हुई है L, all right, and resistance दिया है R. So इस लेंथ को हम कैपिटल बना देते हैं so that the length is doubled. So this is, let us say this was our original resistance. So न्यू रेजिस्टेंस कितनी हो गई, R dash is how much, रो. अब वायर का मटेरियल चेंज नहीं हो रहा है तो naturally रो सेम है. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द लेंथ बीइंग डबल्ड मीन्स, राइट, द लेंथ बीइंग डबल्ड मीन्स the length has become 2 times L. And what about the area of cross section? This automatically gets divided by 2 because the length is doubled, the area becomes half. Alright, so अब इसे हम थोड़ा simplify कर देते हैं. The 2 goes on the top, so rho 4L by A is what I get. Now we have two equations जिसका हम निकालने वाले हैं रेशियो. अब रेशियो निकालने का एडवांटेज क्या होगा? जितने भी अनवांटेड वेरिएबल्स हैं वो चले जाएंगे. सो लेट अस सी हाउ. R by R dash. R is what? Rho L by A and R dash is rho 4L by A. So rho गया, L गया, A गया. So what do we have? 1 by 4. That means the original resistance to the new resistance का ratio is 1:4. So what am I supposed to find out? How does the resistance change? So change in terms of the original resistance. So I can very well say that my new resistance, अगर हम इसे cross multiply करें, let me write this down with greater clarity here. So R by R dash is 1 by 4. इसका मतलब क्या है? If I cross multiply, 4 times R is R dash. That means the new resistance is 4 times the original resistance. So this is what the answer for the first part is going to be like. And how does the resistivity change? Well, the resistivity does not change. Why does it not change? Because the material has not changed. Resistivity will change if my material changes. So because my material has not changed, my resistivity has not changed. So no change in the resistivity. This is going to be our last question for today. So I told you this is going to be short and sweet. So here comes your last question. A 6 ohm resistance wire is doubled on itself. Calculate the new resistance of the wire. अब नंबर तो कुछ दिया ही नहीं है, तो भाई रेशियो निकालना है इसके पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में जैसा किया था हमने. सो ओरिजिनल क्या होगा? ओरिजिनल रेजिस्टेंस इज 6 ohm and because we have said here that the wire has been doubled on itself, that means the length of the if I, alright, let me write this down as R equals to rho. L is the original length, A is the original area. Alright, so L and A are the original lengths and corresponding area for that length of wire. Now what has happened in the new scenario? The length has been, the resistance of the wire is doubled on itself, means it has been folded on itself. So the length has become L by 2. It has been halved. So area of cross section क्या हो जाएगा? Twice हो जाएगा, right? Now how do we put this down as a ratio? Let us write this down as rho L by 4. Oh, sorry, this is A. So 4A. Now what happens here? करना क्या है? Ratio निकाल देते हैं. So R by R dash, how does this look like? Rho L by A divided by rho L by 4A. Rho गया, L गया, A गया. So what do we have? 1 divided by 1 by 4. What is 1 divided by 1 by 4? This is going to be a 4 by 1. Right? So R by R dash is 4 by 1. इसका क्या मतलब है जब हम क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करने वाले हैं? So R is equal to 4R dash. हमें न्यू रेजिस्टेंस पता करना है in terms of the original. So I can write down my new resistance becomes 1/4 the original resistance. R की original value हमें दी हुई है 6 ohm. So 6 by 4 is going to be a 3 by 2 ohm or a 1.5 ohm. So this was the answer to our last question. So dear, my aim is to gradually take you through the entire electricity ka chapter, picking up one numerical concept at a time, solving it with you so that we are going slow and steady and we are going to win this race. So remember to stay connected with me. I have many more questions which I will be discussing in the following parts. Thank you for joining in. Bye-bye.